try! Fans have got the try! What a try for fans!
Green was a striker, not a right winger.
Oh, Bruno! Oh, it's 4-2. Lewandowski's got a hat-trick too, and it's in! And RB Leipzig have scored! Oh, and he has! He has as well! Oh! Did he win it? Crept in!
Hey, who? Not John. I don't think it's John. Oh, it's not Hayden. It's
32-30! Oh my god! Wow! Take a bow. I'm standing up.
Hello there, welcome to Let's Talk Sport. We're back here for another Bundesliga game. We had Bayern Munich last week. This time it's the Der Klassiker, if anyone wants to dare call it that. I'm Seb, and I'm going to be watching with you the game between Dortmund and Bayern Munich. So it looks like Dortmund is lining up with a 4-4-2 diamond system. Luckily for them, Haaland is back, so they start with Köbel in goal, Hummels and Akanji the pairing at the back. Arminia on the right, Guerrero on the left, Chan just in that holding midfield role, Dahoud Bellingham just ahead of him in those number 8 roles, Brandt in that supporting striker role, and up front Royce and Haaland. Whereas for Bayern Munich, they've gone for 4-2-3-1 very typically. Neuer in goal, Hernando Upamecano at the back, Davies at the left, Pavard on the right, and the two holding roles is Tolisso and Goretzka. Goretzka, who was deemed maybe not fit for this match, passed the fitness test, is playing tonight and starting, so lucky for them, with Kimmich still being out. The three behind the striker are Sané on the left, Muller in the middle, Koeman on the right, and down in the middle is obviously Robert Lewandowski, who will be wanting to make a point after being snubbed for the Ballon d'Or. So, get in touch. Who do you think is going to win this match? Bayern Munich, Dortmund? Is it going to be a draw? Love to get your thoughts and any questions in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and like. So just getting out on the pitch now. We've got 3 minutes till kick-off. Meanwhile, the other scores in the Bundesliga today. Arminia Bielefeld drew 1-1 with Cologne. Lasme getting the goal for Bielefeld and Ozcan getting the goal for Cologne. Augsburg losing at home 2-3 to Bochum. Bayern Leverkusen absolutely hammering Greuther Fürth with 7-1. Now that means that Greuther Fürth, well, they already did have the worst defensive record in the league before today, but that means 46 goals conceded. The second worst rate is Hertha Berlin with 27 goals conceded this season, so Greuther Fürth with 1 point at the bottom look destined for relegation. Hoffenheim at home coming back from 1-0 down to win 3-2 against Eintracht Frankfurt, and Mainz winning 3-0 against Wolfsburg, and quite convincingly from what I saw. And Kofeld now with four games without a win, or no, 5, sorry. No, 4, sorry, got that wrong. 4 was right. 4 games without a win, starting to come under some pressure, and the fact that Mainz were 2-0 up after 4 minutes was pretty bad, and I just managed to get a glimpse of the game, and it looked pretty terrible from those sides. So yeah, who do we think is going to win? Who's going to score? Get involved. And so obviously for Dortmund, Haaland being back of late has massively helped them. He played his first match the other night against Wolfsburg, coming off the bench and scoring, but being injured apart from that. And on the other side, Lewandowski, who was snubbed for the Ballon d'Or, so I guess there's a point to be proven there. But the match against Bielefeld being the first game in the Bundesliga since Frankfurt that he has not scored a goal, so that's pretty good going. And Frankfurt, that game was at the beginning of October, so Bielefeld keeping him out in that 1-0 win for Bayern Munich. They'll want to get on the score sheet again tonight. These two will both want to be contesting for the top scorer position in the Bundesliga this season. Lewandowski currently on 14 with 1 assist, and Haaland currently on 10 with 3 assists. Patrick Schick second place with 12 goals and 1 assist, helping himself out today with 4 goals against Greuther Fürth. So yeah, don't hesitate to get involved in that comment section. just coming out on the pitch now, and it was because of what's the climate in which we live nowadays with the COVID virus, whatever. The stadium couldn't sell out today. They had to reduce the amount of sales. I think it was to 15,000 seats. If someone knows the exact number, comment that. So Neuer and Royce just shaking hands now on the decision for kickoff. See who starts the match. Big game this now. I mean, Bayern Munich still without Kimmich, obviously struggling. Could be a big factor, and given that Dortmund have decided to go for a very compact midfielder with the likes of Chan, Dahoud and Bellingham all really making it quite compact in there, and with the likes of Tolisso, is it going to be a bit lightweight for Bayern Munich? Is Haaland 100% fit? We'll all see right now. And we're off. So Bayern's kick off here. Kicking from right to left. Already pressure from Haaland on Upamecano. And Brandt towards Hernandez. Davis take the throw in Bayern's half. And I think also Marco Rose has got a bit of a point to prove, given that Dortmund have just gone out of the Champions League. So winning against Wolfsburg was necessary away, but now if you can beat Bayern, that might quieten some of the critics. Whether you like it or not, Dortmund have to be competing for the title. That's just... There's no negotiations on that front. The fact they go to the Champions League last rounds is almost a given nowadays, and they've qualified for the Europa League, which is not going to go down with the likes of Haaland, who, let's all be honest, he should be playing Champions League football. From Dortmund here. Already looking like a bit of a tight affair. Dortmund wanted to put pressure on instantly. Oh, Neuer's back pass out there. Goes to Bellingham. It could have been a good chance there if Bellingham had taken the right options. But a tame left-footed shot from far out and easy to deal with for Neuer. And now Kerbel's just been called into action to get the ball lying around in the box. And Royce loses it just in the middle of the park, and Bayern Munich instantly bring it back to Upamecano. Under pressure from Haaland. Lofts it over. Can Coman get on the end of this? Out wide, trying to get the cross in, but Neuer sticks a leg out, and I think he was fortunate there. Coman didn't go under the tackle. Thrown deep into Dortmund's half for Bayern. And that looked like a foul thrown from Pavard, but, I'm not going to pull him up too much on that. I hope football wins, says Burgoyne. You know what? I hope football wins too, as well, Burgoyne. And Burgoyne, one of our members. Oh, and Haaland breaks away. Neuer comes out. Yeah. Neuer saves the day there. Great sweeping from him. Haaland looked to come in clean on goal, but perfect timing from Neuer. Not Chris Rivera. Hello from Anaheim. Hello to you. Not Chris Rivera. We've had not Chris Rivera on before, I'm sure of it. But I didn't know him from Anaheim. So Neuer just doing the job there, getting the ball away. Instantly, Dortmund showing some intent. Dahoud dispossesses Goretzka. Haaland overweights it to Royce, and Pavard can intercept. And it's Dortmund throwing now, so already within the first 3 or 4 minutes, Dortmund showing better intentions than Bayern. You get the impression that Bayern could turn this around very quickly and become super dominant for the whole match. I'm not sure, is anyone convinced with Nagelsmann yet? I love Nagelsmann. I think he's terrific. I think he's one of the best coaches in the world. And you can see that in some of the matches. Is he the kind of coach that brings in the treble? I'd love to see it, and I think he's very much capable of doing that. Still, the jury's out for him, given he's a young coach and not won any titles yet. No, he hasn't, has he? Well, it depends if you count these Super Cup. No, he didn't participate in the Super Cup. Or like the German Community Shield. I'm not even sure what that's called, if they do have that. Yeah. So as the vote stands, Dortmund 44% say that they'll win, 44% say that Bayern win. Oh, and Brandt is in. It's 1-0. Great goal from Brandt, and Bayern all over the place. And at the Signal Iduna Stadium, it is 1-0 to Bayern, to Dortmund already. Apologies. It's Julian Brandt who gets that. So a drop ball. Chan gets it back to Guerrero, and Guerrero just... I think Bayern just switch off. It's inexcusable. And already tactically you can start looking at how effective having a front two is. You know, Haaland and Royce both just take their players to the side, the centre-backs, and Brandt, the number 10, just walks into that space, and with his skill he manages to get his shot off, and 1-0 to Bayern, to Dortmund. My God, I've got to get that right. Meccano on the ball. Pavard instantly under pressure from Dahoud. Or Bellingham, apologies. Chan recovers the ball. He's going to go for the pass back. Yes. So Brandt opening the scoring early on, which is relief for Marco Rose, I guess. And that being his 3rd goal of the season in the Bundesliga. Now Theo Hernandez out to Sané. Sané doesn't know how to get past Brandt here. Brings it back to Upamecano. Hi Seb, come on, Dortmund, says Jamie Davis saying Kimmich to storm in and change the game. Hopefully he'll get through security. Yes, we know we know he's not going to be there, Jamie, because he is COVID positive. The politics behind it, I'm not going to go to it. Ooh, Lewandowski getting a shot just blocked by Matt Hummels there instantly. Bayern Munich coming out the blocks, trying to get into Dortmund's penalty area. Yeah, I'm not going to go into the politics of whether Kimmich should be allowed in the stadium. Not going into it, he's got COVID. There we go. There's a super chat. Seb will sing "All I Want for Christmas is Stew." You know what, Burgoyne, I will do that with a super chat. Depending on the value of the super chat, I will sing "All I Want for Christmas is Stew." Throw into Dortmund here. It's Brandt. Just giving the ball back to Bayern. I missed that. Look up the chords for this song if ever it does occur that I have to sing this. And I'm just keeping my eye on it. Inter versus Roma, and Inter have got a 3rd goal, and it looked like at the beginning Inter were dominating, but not so much now. Oh, sorry, I mean Roma. Haaland on the ball, gets the better of Theo Hernandez. Poor cross, intercepted by Upamecano. But Bayern can't clear it, and Brandt gets on the ball to Chan. Dahoud. Deception from Coman nearly goes through to Haaland. Jamie Davis saying Nagelsmann has the best dress sense. His new Adidas coat is beautiful. You know, his style is not always bad. I think he's always overly criticised for trying something different. Muller's trying to break away here. Kerbel's indecisive whether to come for it. Mats Hummels does terribly to get the ball away, and Lewandowski scores. It's 1-1. And I think we've already got a great game on our hands. Maybe wrongly done for not winning the Ballon d'Or. But Mats Hummels should clear that ball. He heads it. He's indecisive about it. Doesn't do enough. Emre Can's back pass to Mats Hummels, and yeah, it's Thomas Muller who closes down Mats Hummels. The ball is bouncing, and he should probably do better to get away, but Lewandowski just gets on the end of it, and already 9 minutes in, it's 1-1. How is Mats Hummels still at Dortmund? Davis says. I don't know. I think the big problem with Dortmund is they can't defend. So what did they do this summer? They bought Marlon. Okay, a striker is not going to do the trick. With Akanji and Hummels, it's just become so stale. It was bad, but now it's even become stale. Zagadu's got great potential, but if he's injured all the time, how is he going to progress? So Dortmund really, well, next summer they'll probably have to find a replacement for Haaland. But ideally they need a defender. They sorted out some of the problem with getting Kobel in. I'm going to try and say it right. Which is the goalkeeping problem, you know, no more hits, no more Berkey. Berkey's completely excluded from the squad now. So that's one problem solved, but the other problems are still there. Was Meunier a good solution? Guerrero at the fullback positions? Questionable. But Hummels and Akanji just aren't doing it anymore, and that needs to change. Dahoud managed to just get in Goretzka there and drawing a foul from Muller. Oh, no, it's a deemed a dive. Oh, no, sorry. Thrown. Got that wrong. Just turning my head back to the Roma Inter game every now and then, and every time I watch it, Zaniolo is just completely embarrassing into defenders. Such a talent, and I haven't watched the game unfortunately so far, but I'm curious how it's 3-0 to Inter. Chanaloglu got one of the goals from a direct corner. I know it's terrible defending, but yeah, not terrific. Kerbel now in possession. And Bayern Munich slowly got into this game. Well, slowly. 9 minutes in they scored. That wouldn't be deemed slow. But slower than Dortmund. Guerrero. Outside the foot shot that's dangerous into the middle of the park. Now can they get a cross in? Chan is in possession inside his own box. Guerrero to Dahoud. And again, Guerrero, a very lackluster pass into the middle of the park, and Bayern regained possession. Poor play from him. Hernandez gets it cross field. Guerrero intercepts it before Coman can get to it. Now Pavard. To Lewandowski. No, back to Pavard. To Sané outside the box. Goes wide. Yeah, well wide. Wasn't struggling Kobel there. Now Kobel gets it far upfield. Goes to no one. Hernandez intercepts it in Dortmund's half. Poor touch from Sané, and Chan manages to intercept, but Meunier clears it out to Hernandez, and Bayern are in possession in Dortmund's half again. Now Neuer in possession. Hernandez. Back to Neuer. Starting to come under some pressure there, the Bayern defence. Now Dahoud has it in a good position. He's got Goretzka down his neck. Bellingham out near the corner flag. And Dahoud wiggles past down the byline. Crosses to no one. No one gets in the box. Neuer can deal with that simply. Who is your JD Premier side, Seb? You choose one, and that's it. Great play from Goretzka and Sané there, getting out of some Dortmund pressure high up. Mullet gets it out wide to Davis. No, it's just a bit short, and Meunier can intercept. Now Royce. Now he gets it up. It's going to be a fight between Upamecano and Haaland. It looks like he handles it, Haaland. Unfortunate there. Goretzka. Out wide to Davies. Up against Meunier. Finds a way past, but can't get past Akanji. Brandt back to Akanji. And Muller applying some decent pressure, putting Akanji in very awkward situations. And again, Meunier just gives it away, and Dortmund can't seem to play it out from the back. Royce in possession here. Guerrero out to Bellingham. Bellingham takes on Upamecano and draws the foul just outside the box. Proclaiming the Dortmund fans to really start vamping up the volume. And Upamecano lets Bellingham pass way too easily there. Should be doing better, the Bayern centre-back. Free kick in a decent position here for either Royce or Guerrero to whip it in. Can I choose your Erste Divise team, says Stu. You most certainly can. I'm just switching over Watford to Man City and seeing that City are winning 1-0. Bodes well for Chelsea's defeat today. Sterling with the goal. Okay, and that means City are currently top. Cross comes in from Royce. Doesn't get past beyond the first man. Tolisso intercepts. And Muller gets away with the clearance there, but then Sané really scuffs his lines, and it's a throw into Dortmund in a decent position. And Royce back to Guerrero. And now Bellingham's in here. He's wanting a foul, but he's only going to get a goal kick. Well, Bellingham isn't. Bayern now. Would have been a bit soft to give him the foul against Tolisso there. Long ball just goes to Upamecano. Gets it over to Davies. Meunier trying to put him under some pressure. Only successful because Chan manages to cover his back. Matt Hummels now to Meunier coming in field. Haaland. Decent ball to Bellingham. Coman can't get snipped off him. Back to Dahoud. Now Tolisso closing him down. Back to Meunier. Decent lofted ball in out wide. Just a bit too long for Guerrero. Burgoyne purposely recording me try to pronounce the Welsh League and then showing it into our friends group, which that was a low blow, Burgoyne. That was a low blow. The Grafschap are awful. Don't let him pick it. You know what? I have completely passed on autonomy here, so I have no say. Dortmund conceding a corner here, I think. Yep, yeah. You see, you make me look away, Burgoyne. I'm going to miss this, but I managed to catch up there. Muller to take the corner. Looks like a decent floating ball. Brandt gets in the way. And Pavard. Pavard with a very signature volley from outside the box with his left foot there, not his right. Doesn't manage to get it on target, way off in the end, but still managed to catch it nicely. And now Goretzka's down as it stands. I think something went on between him and Hummels. Yeah, Hummels just gets his arm bitten away and Goretzka's back up. If he were to get injured, then Bayern would start worrying. Because as it stands, the midfield is very passive. It's still not the same without Kimmich. Toliso's just not a Kimmich replacement, and Goretzka not 100%. There you can start seeing problems. Kerbal to take the goal kick here now. Meccano there ahead of Haaland. Comes back to Kerbal. Be curious to know how many passes he actually succeeds, Kobel, because they seem to be going off quite often. Matt Hummus. It's Mats Burgoyne to start off with. Then Hummus, yes, I agree. Matt Hummus. Sane in a dangerous position outside the box. Coman slips. Just loses it. What's your opinion on Marco Rose? It's difficult to form one, isn't it? I'm struggling to tell if he's doing a good job or if he's doing a really bad job. Okay, injuries have gone against him. That no one can deny. They're starting to win matches ugly, matches that they would usually lose in a very silly fashion, so there's progress there. Oh, Arminia just losing the ball cheaply there. There's progress. But I think there's a point to be made that it could be better. Champions League campaign, for instance, the group with Sporting, Ajax and Dortmund. Yes, Ajax and Sporting are two very good sides. Dortmund should still be top in that group. And they won't. Or they won't even qualify. So that's not good. But they're not far behind Bayern in the league table, and if this game goes in their favour today, who knows, they could push on and maybe really try and win the title. They're 1 point behind as it stands. I think he needs time, and I think he needs a bit more investment. That's simply it. I'm a big fan of Marco Rose. I think he did great things at Mönchengladbach until it started tailing off near the end of the season, when he already announced that he'd be leaving. I don't think Dortmund are going to find much better anytime soon. So I think he could mount a serious challenge, but that's it. Davies now back to Upamecano. Floated ball. Really poor from Upamecano. Yet I'm not sure about Upamecano this season either. I've not been overly impressed. I expected a bit more. Now Dortmund inviting the pressure into their own box, and Chan gives it away. Really bad error there. Coman. His shot is blocked by Guerrero, but Chan just giving the ball away without looking to whom he was passing. That was bad, and Dortmund have been let off there. Maybe Coman could have given it to Lewandowski in the 16-yard box. Better chance on goal. Anyway, it's a corner to Bayern Munich. Doesn't get beyond the first man, that Muller corner. And Dortmund can recuperate. Yeah, I'm curious as to why many crosses, not crosses, but corners, don't get very high anymore. You see that one from Muller, just hitting the first man in the defensive line. Oh, Arminia can break here. He's got Davies down his neck. Can he get a decent cross in? Out for a corner. Good side and tackle from Davies. Looked like he might have handled that. Don't think that would ever be given. It does touch his hand. It does. I think that should be reviewed by VAR, but no Dortmund players are protesting. which I think is very strange. It touches his hand, then his body while he's on the ground. Floated ball. Just as I talk, his ball's not being high enough. That one is way too high. Dellingham in the box. Decent block there from Davies. It's Dahoud. Hummels, sorry. This pass to Haaland is just overhit. I'm curious about this now. I think that should be given as a handball from Davies. But players continued, so I don't think VAR would go back on that whatsoever. Chan back in possession, getting Davies out of possession. Haaland tries tapping it into Royce, but way off. Tolisso, cross to Goretzka. Goretzka creates some space for himself. Gets it to Pavard. Goretzka upfield again to Lewandowski. Now it's Royce in possession. Haaland, can he get it across to Brandt? No. But the same principle again. Brandt now in the 16-yard box, can he get a shot away? He dribbles past. Davies gets a last-ditch tackling. Same principle. You've got two front players drawing his two centre-backs out, and Brandt is just roaming into those positions. Chan there. Oh, that was Hummels, sorry. Hummels just chesting it down and buying a breaking again. Forces a good save from Kerbal there, from Coman forcing a good save from him. Cross comes in again. Lewandowski's fighting with Meunier there. And away from Dahoud. Again, Hummels, who's just not concentrated. Tolisso into Sané. Poor touch. Dortmund are back in possession. Bellingham. Can he run upfield with the ball at his feet? No. Sané gets tackling. And Sané's doing the dirty work as well, which is good to see. Hummels has just chested it down to Meunier, but is getting nowhere near him. Just completely switches off again in this match. And so far, Hummels has been Bayern's biggest goal threat. Hummels, of course, who had played for Bayern Munich before. So Hummels, the guy who's at Munich, then Dortmund, then Munich again, and now Dortmund again. Tolisso now in possession, in his own half. No pressure from Dortmund. Dortmund have started sitting back a bit more. Hernandez to Tolisso. Neuer. Upamecano in possession. Gets out to Muller. Now Upamecano. Trying to find some options here. Gets it to Tolisso. Bayern Munich have put their foot on the brake a bit here. Slowed down play. Same as Dortmund. The game has just slowed down in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Goretzka getting it through to Sané. You can criticise Dortmund's defending, but their position is relatively good at this moment in time. Upamecano gets it to Coman, but Dahoud's just in front of him there. Outside the foot shot, Haaland looks just a bit offside. Can he get through to Brandt? Oh, Davies covers very well. And now the flag has gone up for offside on Haaland. He looked offside from that outside of the foot pass from Bellingham. That's a close one. That really is a close one. I thought it was quite obvious, but it looks closer when they stop the picture. Muller running through that midfield now. Poor touch, but he still manages to get on the end of the ball. Lewandowski just outside the box. Heavy pass to Sané. Bayern Munich stay in possession. He's turned round magnificently, but should have taken a shot. He tries to pass it to Muller, who's within a metre of him, and the ball is gone. And now Haaland's in. He's got Upamecano running down. Shot comes in. Just goes wide. And he knows that was a golden chance. He knows that. They won't get many chances, particularly when Sane messed up the opportunity to get that shot away. Tried passing it to Muller, and him and Haaland and Royce just opening up between Hernandez and Upamecano too easily. Bayern playing a very high line there. Lewandowski gets it in behind for Coman. Coman's out wide here. No one in support as it stands. The cross comes in and it's easily dealt with by Kerbal. Good game so far. Good game to see tactically what's happening. I think it's quite obvious from Dortmund. Diamond is purely just so that Brandt can roam around in spaces that he wants to, and he's very effective in that position, as we can see. And it's Chan out to Bellingham. Dahoud. Bellingham. They have a slight pressure from Bayern. Now Akanji. And I'm just watching this. Man City have got a second goal in their game against Watford. 31 minutes there. Same as here. Brandt just coming under some pressure from Muller. Now Akanji trying to get out to the other side to Hummels. Now to Guerrera. And now Akanji's on the ball again. Brandt, can he get it through here? Just a bit heavy, that pass to Meunier. They're just showing that Haaland chance again. If he could have his time over. Really just centimetres away from the post there. Davies out to Upamecano. And to Tolisso. He's got some space to run into. Coman out wide. He's trying to find some options here, but there aren't many. Pavard to Tolisso. Gets it to Muller in just around the D. Lewandowski in the box. Can he get a shot away? It looks like he might be able to. Very well blocked there by Chan. And Dortmund are going to break with Royce again. Just again, 2 against 2 with Hernandez and Upamecano being the last defenders. Royce slows down. Chance is gone. Bellingham trying to run back into that Bayern defence. Can he get a shot away? Can. It's just over. Good work from Bellingham there. Yeah, takes it on his left foot and unfavourable for him. Hernandez in possession. Hummels managed to get the long ball just away. So if we look at the poll, currently people think that Bayern Munich have a better chance of winning, with 58% of you thinking that, 31% thinking Dortmund, 9% thinking draw. As it stands, 32 minutes in, it's a draw. Kerbal with the ball now. Boots it upfield as hard as he can. Doesn't get into Bayern's half though. Goretzka wins the area battle with Haaland, and Bayern are back in possession. Pretty poor clearance there from Kerbal, and they have all been below par. Upamecano in his own half now. No Dortmund pressure. Lofted ball into Goretzka when it was really not necessary. Coman just wriggling past Bellingham there. Cross comes in and Meunier's got no pressure, deals with it. Back to Kerbal easily. Guerrero under some pressure from Coman here. Tries getting past him, but I think he's drawn the foul from Coman. Wasn't the most clear-cut foul. Slight tug on his shirt, maybe. We're nearly 10 minutes away from half-time, and as it stands, 1-1 to Dortmund. Goals coming from Brandt and that man, Lewandowski. Dahoud does really well. Tries getting ahead for Haaland, but he wasn't ready to take that pass in behind. He wasn't on the last man. Bit poor from Dahoud. Should have been more patient in his build-up play there. Davies trying to get past Meunier. Unsuccessful. Now it's Theo Hernandez. 2 from Meccano. I think Nagelsmann would have wanted to at least been ahead at this point in the game. I don't think he'd have expected to kill a game off in 30 minutes like against Bayer Leverkusen. But I think they would have hoped to be a bit more comfortable. Brandt fouling Theo Hernandez there. Sorry, I keep saying Theo Hernandez. I've said that. Why? Lucas Hernandez. I've said that a few times now, and it's his brother Theo Hernandez. Got that completely wrong. Lucas Hernandez. Force of habit. Why do I sound sad? Well, good question. Good question. Maybe I got a bit too relaxed. Free kick coming in from either Sane or Muller. Good whip. Oh, no. Overhit from Muller. Goes out. No real pressure there. Yeah, the crosses from Muller have been quite bad this game. It was a decent corner in the first half, but beyond that, Muller's not managed to create any sort of threat with his crosses or with his passes. Upamecano gets it out wide now to Davies. Lewandowski gets it to Tacoma, and it's a decent chance. Can he get the goal? Pulls it back to Sane, and Sane, his shot is blocked. Yeah, Bayern really piling up the pressure now. Not too immensely, but if you assumed one would get a goal before halftime, it'd by far be Bayern Munich. Just saying, you're my fave YouTuber. Thanks. So I guess you mean the channel, not me, but it means a lot. And Lucas Hernandez. Lucas. I was saying it wrong before. I'll say it right now. Hernandez taking a risk there. Gets it back to Neuer. I'm not sure what to think of this Bayern backline. I think Bayern have become very good under Nagelsmann. I like the way they play. It's really, really fun to watch. Is it sustainable with the caliber of players like Hernandez, Upamecano, and Pavard? Oh no, the replay playing again, and Sané's shot was not blocked. He just mishit the ball. Okay. I'm not sure this Bayern Munich team could be that dominant with the likes of Upamecano and Hernandez in this sort of form. They look easily exploitable. Neuer. Upfield. Lewandowski manages to get something onto it, but can't really get the pass to Sané. Akanji. To Chan. They're really taking risks. They make me worry about Dortmund. Guerrero. To Dahoud. To Chan. Gets it to Brown, who's got tons of space. Can he shoot? The shot is blocked by Hernandez. Ah, so sweet, so. Thank you, that means a lot. And it's going to be a corner now to Borussia Dortmund. Unfortunately there, I thought Brandt could have done maybe a bit more. He had some time on the ball. If he'd taken a shot earlier, maybe we wouldn't have been blocked. Brandt takes the quick corner now. Guerrero gets it back to Brandt. The floated ball's in. Neuer's going to catch this. He does. Tries to break quickly with Sané and Kerbals out quickly. I was thinking if you're trying to get Lewandowski to break away so quickly, it's a bit ambitious, but it was Sané, so makes complete sense. And Bayern in possession now in their own half. Slowed down the game again. I don't think Bayern Munich will win this match. Why not? I find it hard to see who will win this match. I don't know whether Marco Rose has turned the tables against big sides, Do Dortmund know how to win matches now like they couldn't before? There are a lot of question marks over Rosa, especially after the Champions League campaign. And then, if we look at the big games they've played, for instance against Leipzig the other week, which they lose, or they lose to Borussia Mönchengladbach and Freiburg, what do Dortmund fans prefer? Do they prefer losing these big games and winning ugly the other games? I don't know. I don't know who'll win. I think Bayern Munich are in the ascendancy at the moment, so they'd be favourites. Ooh, Brandt does well there, just to get the ball around Tolisso. Bellingham on the ball, under some pressure, gets it to Dahoud. Dahoud gets to Haaland, and he's surely offside. Yeah. I don't know why Haaland is complaining. He should have known that he was offside. Upamecano steps up and... Oh no, Lucas Hernandez, sorry. Does everything right there, Hernandez. Risky, but does everything right. The defence isn't as great as it used to be. Yeah, I'd argue that Alaba and Boateng isn't exactly the best defence you could have. But there was something a bit more about it than now with Upamecano and Hernandez. Don't get me wrong, I like both players, but I'm not sure that's a Champions League winning defence. Now a corner to Bayern, just as they broke away there. Yeah, I don't know. I'd hope that both of them could kick on, Hernandez and Upamecano, but they haven't. For the moment, they just still are those players with potential and not the finished article. When you've got two centre-backs who aren't the finished article, where do you stand? I don't think a Champions League winning side. Muller's cross, or corner shall I say, again intercepted. Is there a problem with the balls? They can't float the balls properly. Are they heavier now? Ooh, Neuer just misplaced his pass there. So far out of the goal and a throw into Dortmund. If they'd have played it quicker, they might have been able to take a shot into an empty Bayern Munich net. Guerrero was a bit slow to get the ball and get the throw in. How do you watch the Bundesliga games? Well, I don't live in England. I live in Switzerland and have access to German TV, so Sky Germany. That's how I get my Bundesliga fix. Royce just fouled there by Tolisso. Tolisso always looked like he was getting into that challenge late. And a free kick. Not in too much of a dangerous position, but if Dortmund can get this right, a decent floated cross and can create a chance for themselves. Thoughts on Sané this season? He's improved. Just the cross coming in here. Kanji, no. Stopped by Neuer there. Decent chance. And Akanji looks offside on that. The linesman would have given that anyway as an offside. Yep. Thoughts on Sané this season? Much improved. I don't know what effect Nagelsmann has had on him. He still makes silly mistakes. But now we're starting to see the mature Sané that we'd hoped for years. He is at an age now where it's now or never, isn't it? What is he, 25? I think 26 in January. So he had to start improving, and now he has. I think he'll be a key player in this side if Bayern Munich want to go far in the Champions League. Not just the likes of Muller and Lewandowski, but Sané has to start constantly bringing his A game. Davis out on the left. Decent chance. Lewandowski just mistouches it, but the chance is still there for Bayern. Koeman gets a shot away. It's a goal. And unfortunate for Dortmund there. Really unfortunate. So it's 2-1 to Bayern Munich. The German champions have taken the lead for the first time in this game. So it's Tolisso who gets it across to Davies and closed down a bit too slowly there. Yeah, ironically enough, Guerrero's clearance is terrible. It deflected off Muller. And then Koeman gets the chance. Royce just about gets ahead of it, which deviates it above Kobel's save, or Kobel where he's diving. So all just a bit unfortunate there for Dortmund. Everything from the clearance to blocking the shot. So as it stands, it's 2-1 to Bayern Munich. Yeah, I was just about to do that, Jamie. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, Kobel's now in possession. And where did Dortmund go from here? Do they try getting an equaliser before half-time or just hope for the best in the second half? My guess is they wouldn't want to take too much of a risk. But as it stands, Bayern Munich winning this, 4 points ahead of Dortmund. That's always a big plus in the title race. Koeman. Ball comes in, Sané's in the box, tries getting it back to Lewandowski, but Dortmund have swarm players around him. And Brandt trying to break away here. Can he get past Pavard? He sprays it across field, and Meunier's got Davies right down his back. And he still keeps it in play, surprisingly enough. Davies is not letting him go. Gets it to Chan. A great lofted ball there, and Bellingham looks like he might have drawn a foul. No. Hernandez does well there. Hernandez does really well to get the ball back. Poor ball there from Davies. Chan recuperates it in Bayern's half. Yeah, now So's changing his mind, saying, yeah, I think they'll win. It's always easier when they're leading, isn't it? I thought Dortmund might hold on. I was not too sure. So, hard to say. Yeah, as it stands, half-time has come about. And it's 2-1 to Bayern Munich. 1.18 expected goals for Bayern and 0.59 for Dortmund. Makes sense, you know, Bayern have had clear-cut chances, so you can't really complain there. But yeah, half-time and it's 2-1 to the German champions, puts them 4 points clear. All this quite essential, given that, well, I say, given that Leipzig lost. Leipzig were never in the title challenge, or not for a while at least. This also just gives Bayern Munich some breathing space between their contenders. And what we're going to do is going to look over the halftime stats, which we'll do this then. We'll do it this way. So just go over some of the stats at halftime, and the 2 goals, one from Koeman, one from Lewandowski, and then one from Julian Brandt. Those goals coming early on in the game. Oh, I'm a bit far out, so I'm going to change this format. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm trying to... yeah, it's not working right. Just give me a minute, and I'll sort this out. Just trying to... just trying to show the stats here, and I'm not doing it very well, am I? No. I'm messing up this. There we go. Hopefully get something visible up for the viewers. Okay. As I was saying, the first half, it looks like possession is clearly in Bayern's favour at 58%. Total shots, 11 for Bayern Munich, 3 on target to Dortmund's 5 shots, 1 on target. That 1 on target being Julian Brandt in the 4th minute. Corners, yeah, if that's important to you, 4 to Bayern, 2 to Dortmund. Bayern have had 3 offsides compared to Dortmund's none, and I think At least 2 of them were Haaland's. I think the third might have also been Haaland offside. Big chances, 1 apiece, counter-attacking goals, and 1 for Bayern. Shots inside the box, Bayern had 9, whereas Dortmund had 2. So obviously you can see now that Dortmund have taken their chances outside the box, like Bellingham's chance notably, where he took it on his left foot and it just went wide. And then passes, Bayern are a bit more dominant than Dortmund, dribbles as well. Possession lost, they've also lost more possession than Dortmund. Dortmund actually, when they got the ball, had some decent build-up play. It's just that the final ball was maybe missing sometimes from the likes of Dahoud, who just looked a bit too uncomfortable playing very direct passes, whereas sometimes you just had to keep it. The same with other players as well. Meunier was, I thought, poor in the last third and also quite poor defensively. Guerrero got forward a bit better, but was awful defending. His clearances were constantly just lackluster and lacking concentration. And if you look through what SofaScore has given these player ratings, as you can see, it says Bellingham and Brandt are the better players for Dortmund, whereas the front 4 for Bayern Munich are the ones who are playing better, which also adds up a bit. You see that Bayern have actually got the ball forward well. They've maybe wasted chances, but the defence has looked weak. Their midfield has been somewhat bypassed. Dortmund's 2 midfielders, Bellingham and Brandt, bringing forward the play, have been quite exciting in doing that. And I do look forward to see what the teams do in the second half to change this. I think Marco Rose has got a decent game plan. I'm not sure with this set of players he can do a lot more. He's exploiting Brandt and Bellingham perfectly. Marco Reus and Haaland are sacrificing themselves in some way by being on the last 2 defenders, trying to create that space for Bellingham and Brandt, asking questions of Tolisso defensively and Goretzka. So I think the game plan is good. Just think that defensively, it's not like he can do a lot with Mats Hummels making constant mistakes. Guerrero clearing it terribly for that second goal. Bayern have obviously dominated, and they will dominate. But the game plan has been effective so far. Not effective enough, but effective. So that's my thoughts on it. Who's my favourite team? Wassam saying thanks for the stream. Well, thank you, Wassam, for your comments. Much appreciated. Who scored the second goal? Says so. It was Koeman. So it was, Dortmund trying to clear it, not doing very well. Guerrero tried clearing it with his right foot in the box. It bounced off Hummels. Then Koeman has the ball, much space around him in the 16-yard box. Takes a shot, and the diving challenge from Royce to block it makes it bounce over Kobel as he's diving. And Guerrero, who's on the line, tries heading it, but just can't jump high enough. Unfortunate for Dortmund to concede in such a way, but they defended it poorly initially, so you get what you deserve. My favourite team. I don't really have favourite teams. I'm an England supporter, and that's really it, basically. I don't support teams. I will follow Mönchengladbach. Jamie and I, who is in the comments and is on this channel quite often, went to a Borussia Mönchengladbach game with me. We did a German weekend, and the best atmosphere we encountered was Borussia Mönchengladbach. Since then, we've just had a soft spot for them, and I absolutely adore that team. I'm currently a member of the club, so yeah, I do like Mönchengladbach. Yeah, so going to take a break. Be back just before the second half. Don't go anywhere. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as per usual. See you then. So we're just gonna... I'm just gonna put myself back on here because why not? Waiting for the second half to start. I think it should be starting any minute now. Seb supports TNS. I support... let me think of some sort of pun in the time being. The nightstand. I don't have anything. TNS, whatever that means. I know it's a local club for Jamie Burgoyne, but I'm not aware of what TNS is. I'm sorry, Jamie. I just don't. Yeah. Anyone got any thoughts on this match? I'd like to know what you think. Any questions about anything? You know, football related, whatever related. I'm here to converse. As it stands, 2-1 to Bayern Munich, and liking the match. Liking the match as it is, yeah. I would like to see Dortmund put up a bit of a fight in the second half and maybe get a win. You know, if Dortmund win in the top of the Bundesliga coming up to the winter break, that'd be big. That'd be really big. And we haven't had a title challenge for long enough in Germany. Well, okay, we have. But they die away quicker than other title challenges. I think notably of the 2019-20 season where we had a lot of contenders. You know, this is where Leverkusen looked good, but Mönchengladbach, Wolfsburg were in and about Hoffenheim. You know, I could go on. And also had the likes of Mönchengladbach beating Bayern Munich in the league, which was a big coup at that time. And it looked like, you know, some of these teams could push on. We had the lockdown, and then when we came back from lockdown, Bayern Munich just took everyone's breath away. In every competition, that is, you know, Champions League as well, they went on to win. They went on to win the treble in the end. And, you know, that doesn't happen to a bad team. They're clearly a very good team. So just unfortunate, and I thought Nagelsmann coming in, this could be the start of a very dominant reign for Bayern Munich if he continues in the trajectory that he has done so far. They're just showing a clip now of Haaland almost receiving a bit of a whack in the face from Lewandowski from one of Bayern Munich's defensive actions. Not sure what to make of that. You make of it what you will. Still 59% thinking that Bayern Munich will win this match. Now, I wouldn't say it's a hot take to think that Bayern Munich are going to win this, currently being 2-1 up. But Bayern Munich have looked less convincing ever since Kimmich has been absent. So the second half is going to get underway just now. There we go. And Hummels upfield straight away. Out for a Bayern Munich goal kick. I'd have expected Haaland to try and sprint and get on the end of that, because he's the kind of player who does like to attempt to get onto lost causes as well. So the fact that he didn't, don't know. He might not be 100% fit as well. That could be a fair assumption given that he's only played 18 minutes of Bundesliga football since his injury, which was against Wolfsburg. Did get the goal though. Well, the many goals. Got a goal against them. Now Pavard with the throw. Lewandowski in possession. Gets around Chan. Gets around Royce and Dahoud as well, and looks like he's fouled, but play continues, and Royce is in here against Hernandez. Poor dribble. Hernandez just has to stay there, and the tackle is successful in the end. Lewandowski trying to get it crossfield to Sané, but Meunier can intercept. Lost ball there from the second place Ballon d'Or contender. And Emre Can is complaining to the referee here. I think Lewandowski ran in behind him and left a bit on the barge just for him. I think a lot of people in professional football have a grudge against Emre Can. He doesn't make it easy to like him. Free kick, Hummels takes it now. Guerrero just on the ball, and Bayern trying to apply a very heavy pressing game early in the second half. Akanji looking for options, he might have to go long. Down the byline, and Meunier does really well. Brandt takes on the loft ball, gets it back to Meunier, and the cross comes in. Upamecano fails to clear it. Bellingham here to Haaland. Oh, what a goal. World class. That with his right foot. That was a terrific goal. It looked like the chance was gone. I thought it was. I thought Upamecano do it, putting his shoulder to it, intercepting the ball from that cross from Meunier was that the chance gone. But Bellingham gets it back to Haaland, and even then it's on his right foot on a tight angle. He thought no chance, and he swerves it in off the post. Brilliant. It was brilliant build-up play from Dortmund. Great goal. Yeah, what a goal. What a goal there from Haaland. It's just perfect with his unpreferred foot. So now 2-2, and, you know, I thought Bayern would start asserting their dominance in this game, but Dortmund have found a way, and Brandt is back out down the wing, causing problems for that Bayern team. Perfectly executed. Firstly, Bellingham to Haaland. Oh, Stu. Super chat. Oh. Yeah, Bellingham technically getting the assist there. And what a goal it was. I like that goal. Kanji gets it to Meunier. Meunier just manages to find Brandt with a weird lifted ball, and Brandt gets it back to Meunier. The rest is just them working it in the box, and Bellingham gives it away here. Davies looking to run away. Chan chops Davies out, but Sané gets on the loose ball, and Bayern is still running away here. Coman taking Akanji, can't get it to anyone. Tenacious defending. Lewandowski's out wide, looking to get the cross in, and Hummels gets that one away. Floated ball from Goretzka. Awkward for Müller there. He's got his back to goal and can't really get the angle for a bicycle kick. Good game, this. Really good game. Pavard now. Dortmund are back defending in numbers. No intense pressing from them, just positional play. Müller trying to get the ball through, but Hummels intercepts. He's back on the ball here. And De Hood can break. Brandt got Hernandez coming down his back. Haaland. Tackle from Upamecano there. And Goretzka trying to get it away to Lewandowski. He's got a bit of space. Can he get it to Sané? And the ball is nearly perfect, but Kerbal gets on the end of it. This is becoming lively now. This is becoming very, very lively. I find it hard to find a man of the match for this one. Guerrero now. Coman coming down onto him doesn't sound right. The ball is just bouncing in the middle of the park, and it's becoming awkward for both players, but Lewandowski's got it now in Dortmund's final third. Chan going in for another reckless tackle, and that's a yellow card. You know, you can't expect anything less than a yellow card for Emre Can, and he does so. Probably taking the ball, but he knows what he's getting himself into, tackling Lewandowski from behind there. There's always the risk. And there are 4 Bayern Munich players over this ball here. You've got Davies, Lewandowski, Sané and Müller. And I think they'd go for the typical free kick taker, but that being Müller. Well, Muller's gone towards that defensive line, so it's going to be either Sané or Lewandowski. I think Sané's teeing this one up. If there's a loose ball in the box, like that can happen from a free kick, especially in this position, maybe 35 metres out, you want Lewandowski in that 16-yard box. And Lewandowski does the dummy, but Sané takes the shot and Kerbal grabs it easily. And Kerbal tries getting it upfield quickly, but again, Kerbal... Oh, Emre Can really pushing his luck there. Goretzka does some sort of sombrero over him, and Chan just takes him out, and now Bellingham's trying to claim a free kick from Mekana taking him out. Might get ugly quite quickly this game, and I think if you're Marco Rose, you have to get Chan off the pitch, because already there he could have got a second yellow. And Haaland leaving some for Lucas Hernandez there. Hernandez instantly offering a handshake, and I think Haaland is trying to intimidate him. Yeah, terrible clearance from Makana for the goal, that is. I mean, he takes it on his chest, not his shoulder. Now, Davies on the ball. Tolisso looked like they've been tugged to the ground. Ref has not given anything. Haaland is playing 1-2 here with Royce, and that's got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. Upamecano was just late into the tackle. Royce goes over. Did Seb sing say? Yeah, it says Burgoyne. Chill, dude. Chill. So, great 1-2 play from Royce and Haaland there. And it was Hernandez, sorry. Gets in front of Royce, doesn't get anything on the ball. That's got to be a foul. To me, that's a foul. And that's got to be a penalty. And the play goes on. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I think that should have been a clear penalty, but Bayern have got away with it. Hernandez has got away with it. Muller to Goretzka, trying to release Koeman, but the pass is too wide and to throw into Dortmund. Chan slips, manages to get the ball to Akanji. Akanji coming under some pressure from Muller now. Long ball upfield, and can Haaland really challenge Hernandez this time? Nothing comes of it. Hernandez clears it. And Brandt now in... Haaland, sorry, in possession. I'm getting Brandt and Haaland confused because two blonde guys with longish hair. And both of a tall stature. Royce trying to get it over Davies now, but they're claiming a handball. Ref's giving nothing. Tolisso almost losing out there to Chan, and it's a throw into Bayern Munich. Now Pavard with a bouncing ball out wide. Neuer's ball just goes out for a throw-in now. Bayern are rattled. And Marco Rosa gets a yellow card here, and he's stepping on the pitch. He is completely livid, and I get some of that. You know, there should have been a penalty for Dortmund, and VAR didn't even check it. I think what's clever about that is Bayern instantly playing on with the goal kick, and you can't interrupt play once play has continued. You can't interrupt for a previous action. And he is absolutely livid, Marco Rosa, and I understand him. Dortmund are finding their way into this match, and Upamecano and Hernandez are very rattled. And Lewandowski loses out here. It's Arminia who gets it to Brandt, and Brandt is just in all the positions you want him to be in that roaming number 10 role. So 55 minutes gone here, 10 minutes into the second half, and Dortmund have pulled the goal back thanks to that man, Haaland. Poor ball forward there from Meunier, and Bayern Munich try regaining possession, and unsuccessful in doing so. Kerbal on the ball, gets it to Guerrero, and Guerrero is struggling with the bouncing ball. Bayern Munich regain possession in Dortmund's final third. Muller trying to put a slide tackle in, but Guerrero stays on his feet and keeps the ball. The long ball forward though, Haaland loses possession to Upamecano, and possession keeps changing hands here. It's getting a bit messy in this game. Sani does well there. Guerrero manages to intercept, and now Bellingham is dispossessed. Muller running into acres of space here, gets out wide to Koeman. Can he get the shot away? He does, and Kerbal gets a decent hand down to his left. He sees Kerbal stepping to the left and tries getting a shot away on the near post, and Kerbal does well to get down. It's a good save. Decent shot in the bottom corner from Coman there. And Dortmund under some intense pressure from Bayern, trying to play out, and looks almost successful. Have you ever heard of Cadbury Athletics, Seb? English amateur side affiliated with the chocolate company. Boasted Damari Gray and Daniel Sturridge as ex-youth players. Now that is quite a story. I've not heard of Cadbury Athletic, but I'd like to know more. Meccano heading it. Now Haaland's trying to get a shot, blocked by Goretzka. Oh, Pavard, apologies. De Hood is in possession. Out wide to Haaland. He's got Meccano who blocks the cross for a corner. Haaland and Roy's trying to rear up the fans now. There are fewer fans, but they want to hear them roaring in that stadium. And Brandt's going over to take the corner. If Bayern can hold on, they might be able to snatch a win, but this is where Dortmund have to exploit Bayern. Goes out to Guerrero. Guerrero to De Hood. De Hood's pass is heavy and in front of Brandt. Poor play there from De Hood. And as it stands, no substitutions for either team in this match. Both have got some options on the bench. If you look at the likes of Dortmund, who could bring in Marlon, who's starting to find his feet at Dortmund, scoring in his last 3 matches. Oh, and Haaland's in here. Good tackle there from Hernandez, and Upamecano looks to get it away, but he's got 2 players down his neck. And Guerrero now in possession. Gets out wide to De Hood. De Hood's got some space here. He's going to run down the wings. Pavard blocks the cross, sorry. Yeah, I was saying, we've got Marlon who could come on. Oh, and just as I speak of Marlon, he is coming on. We've got the likes of Witzel, Wolf, you know, Reina. Well, Reina doesn't really play that much. He just comes on with an odd cameo substitution appearance. It's not as strong as it used to be for Dortmund. If you look at likes of Mukoko, Hazard, Reina, all out with injury, so that's unfortunate. Whereas Bayern Munich also have absences themselves. You know, you've got Sabitzer, who's not there, Kimmich, Choupo-Moting. So not really many options off the bench for them either. You could look at maybe Musiala and Gnabry, but not much more than that for Bayern Munich. So we'll see what substitutions they can make. Cross coming from Dahoud, just too heavy, and Neuer can grab that at ease. So as we say that now, Marlon has just come on in place of Dahoud, which I think is a very bold choice. I thought Chan should have come off because he looks like he's going to get a red. Does Bellingham step back now? Did they play a 4-2-3-1? You've got Brandt, Royce and Marlon in support of Haaland. I don't know. I thought the game plan from Dortmund was good, so changing it seems a bit weird. And Marlon just handles it here. I wouldn't give him that handball. Bounces off his body, then to his arm, so I think that's unfortunate to give that handball. And it doesn't, then it touches his upper arm, so yeah. Marlon doing well to keep the ball here. Chan's on the ball. Can he get anyone in behind? No one makes the run. But the free kick is to Dortmund here on that challenge on Marlon. And Dortmund, without doubt, have the ascendancy in this game. Goretzka giving away a cheap free kick near the halfway line. And Hummels to Akanji. Gets out wide to Meunier. Meunier looking for Haaland, but Hernandez is way ahead of him there. Now Neuer to boot it upfield. Well, he gets onto it successfully. To Lewandowski, lays it off for Davis, and Davis can take the ball now down the left-hand side and see what they do with this. Muller on the edge of the box. Great defending from Chan there. And Goretzka. Make sure Royce can't get on the loose ball there in midfield. Coman. releases Pavard down that right hand side. By the looks of it, it was Marlon again who did a great job recovering defensively there. Tolisso. Nice play to get around Royce. This comes back to Upamecano. Not in the next 9 days, of course, says Jamie Burgoyne, because he is COVID positive. Just up yesterday, I think it was. Goretzka. To Tolisso. Davis. Just ahead of Brandt here. And Sani doesn't get on the end of the ball, and Dortmund are back in possession. Here with Bellingham now. Free kick goes Dortmund's way. Nakanji in possession now. To Kerbal. I'm just watching Watford versus City, and that Bernardo Silva third goal is a great goal. Tolisso gets the ball back now. Pavard to Goretzka. And Dortmund's position is very stubborn. They're not giving up any chances easily, which is a good sign, and credit to Marco Rose in this game. He's got it all correct. It's just maybe some errors defensively that have cost them. I think Bayern Munich have struggled to actually break them down. It doesn't look like a tactical problem. It looks more just of an individual problem. You look at like a sort of Sane who's misplaced some passes. Lewandowski's not been there completely. The pressing's been there, but half-heartedly, as it usually is with a Nagelsmann side. It doesn't press the whole game. There's no point in doing that. It's impossible. And now it's Sane who comes off for Gnabry. So as I was mentioning, the only options on the bench realistically are Musiala and Gnabry. As we talk now, Gnabry and Musiala are the players coming on. Goretzka and Sane making way. So the two German internationals coming off for two German internationals. All having what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. All having affiliations with England, except for Goretzka. Jamal Musiala being half English. The other two playing for English sides. One played for Arsenal, one played for City. And Goretzka, no English connections. There we go. Bellingham here. Brandt is down as we speak, and he's out. He's out cold. He is out cold, Brandt, and this is worrying. He is unconscious. And these are terrible scenes. Upamecano down, but conscious. And it was a bang of the head, and the way he hit the ground, no reaction. This looks bad for Brandt. It's not nice to see. And one that I was mentioning would probably be man of the match as it goes, because he's been phenomenal in this game, and this not a nice sight. So I'm pretty sure now that Brandt will be coming off. Don't like to see it. It's really unfortunate. So it looks like in his place will be Marius Wolf. But so unfortunate for Dortmund that, I mean, we do wish that Brandt is alright before anything else. The match is completely secondary. And the stretcher is out, so guess he's going to be taken off like that. He is, by the looks of it, conscious, but I think concussion protocols would say that he has to leave the field of play. And I totally agree with that. I think no risks to be taken there. If he was unconscious for whatever amount of time, he has to leave the pitch. And Hansi Flick in the crowd there, looking over. Julian Brandt, who is in that Germany setup with Hansi Flick. Getting that half an hour play against Arminia, 4-1 victory for Germany in their recent World Cup qualifier. With the absences, Dortmund starting to really show his importance in this team. Julian Brandt. You had to banish one person from any form of media. Would you banish Robbie Savage or Jamie Davis? Ooh, wow, good question. I'm gonna have to go with the first one, Robbie Savage. I don't even know why I'm making it sound like it was a difficult choice. So Brandt coming off now on the stretcher, and by the looks of it, he looked conscious. So we're hoping that it's not too serious, but we'll hope that he's okay. Yeah. Yeah, he is conscious, but hopefully nothing too bad. Marius Wolf takes his place. Interesting you say that, says Jamie Burgoyne. Please do elaborate, Mr. Burgoyne. 69 minutes, and surely there'll be more added on time, given the head injury that was caused on Julian Brandt. Long ball forward, and Haaland tries getting on the end of it. Can it be Wolf here? No. Block shot from Hernandez, and he looks to be in some dear pain after that. He's holding his foot quite intensely, and by the way he's reacting there, it looks like he might not continue, but you never know, it might just be from the shock. We have seen shots breaking legs before, so his foot was well planted into the ground when the side of his shin received that shot. Oh, when his leg bends really badly. I think more a twisted knee than anything else. It does look bad. You know, even the twisted knee, it could be ligament damage. But I'd say that's not good for Lucas Hernandez. I think Nagelsmann is a bit worried. Because if you look at their options off the bench, who I guess you could go for Tanguy Nianzou, but it's inexperienced centre back Sule. I completely forgot he's on the bench. So if one was to come on, it'd be obviously Nicolas Sule. But Bayern are starting to have some depth problems with their injuries, and Lucas Hernandez would be the last one that they want injured. There's someone who's very polyvalent. You know, who can play left back, play centre back. I like him when he also progresses with the ball, so in that almost 6 role. And Mooney gets the cross in, terrible cross, goes out of play, goal kick. And Lucas Hernandez is back on the pitch, so apparently it's not too serious. Now Neuer playing the goal kick short out the back, but Pavard boots it near the centre midfield, and Muller just gets a head on it. Ball comes back and he tries playing it in behind, but Nkanji gets ahead of it. Plays back to Lewandowski. Gnabry gets it. Davies out wide here. Can he get to Lewandowski on the edge of the box? Can, but Royce is not letting him any time whatsoever. Musiala. Off to Pavard. To Coman. And Gnabry. Can he get Coman in here on the byline? He just about can. Oh, what a tackle. Good tackle from Bellingham there. He could have injured himself. Great tackle from Bellingham. Otherwise, Coman was in near the byline. It could have been a great chance. And I think Nagelsmann's not taking a risk with Lucas Hernandez. And he's going to come off. Sully's coming on. He doesn't look happy. Yeah, Hernandez is not happy. Gnabry to take this corner. Whipped in. Good header there from, I think, Chan. The shot comes back out to Davies, who skyrockets it. I'm concerned here for Bayern Munich because they're not creating clear-cut chances. The game has been interrupted while there's a swarm of pigeons on the field. We've had some stoppages in this game, but I didn't think pigeons intervening would be one. And now it seems like they're just waiting for the pigeons to evacuate. Ooh. And they're just playing that back there, and there's Hummels who got the header away on that corner. But they're checking for a handball. Oh, God. It is a handball. It's a clear handball. But if they give this, they've ignored a Dortmund penalty they should give. And they're checking the Bayern Munich one. I don't know what to say. I really don't. He's going over to check it, and I've got to say I'm unhappy about that. It is a handball. I can't contest that. It's a handball from Hummels. I think I'm just more mad that they didn't give the penalty to Dortmund before, or didn't even check it. That really angers me. He's given the penalty. He has given the penalty, and Mats Hummels could have been culpable for the first goal, but he's definitely culpable for the third if one were to come. And Hummels is contesting, but I would be annoyed if I were a Dortmund fan, and understandably Marco Rose is outraged. Again, let me say, it's completely the correct decision. It's just that when Bayern Munich get their penalty and Dortmund don't get their penalty, don't even get a VAR review, then I think you can feel hard done. So it's that man Lewandowski. Is he gonna score this penalty? I think you'd back him. Let's see what Kobo can do. Can he save this? Oh, a good penalty. He stutters, but he scores. And I'd be furious if I were Dortmund. Absolutely furious. And I think they should. I think every Dortmund fan should be furious. There was a penalty that was clear, obvious before, that Hernandez fouled Royce, but didn't give it. And a great stuttering penalty there from Lewandowski. Sends Kerbal one way, and then goes the other way. Jorginho-esque, but scoring. (3-2) to Bayern Munich. And Marco Rose was livid. I would be too. I would be too if I were a Dortmund fan. So that brings Lewandowski up to 16 goals this season. Not bad, is it? Not bad. But 16 league goals, let me said. And yes, the inevitable has happened and Marco Rose has been sent off. Yeah, his sarcastic applause towards the referee has got him that second yellow card. Another correct decision, you know, Marco Rose was pushing it. And I actually understand him. I really understand it. I get it. It just doesn't look good for him as a manager. And Haaland, the ball goes forward to Haaland. Haaland manages to just fight off Upamecano with a header. Drops down to Bellingham, and Bellingham can't keep the ball under control. It goes out for a goal kick. There's still time in this match for Dortmund, so 12 minutes before the 90 are up, and surely some stoppage time will be included given the injuries that have happened in this match. Gnabry tries getting it forward, but Mounier manages to intercept just before Davies there. And Sula's on the ball. Pass it to Neuer, and Haaland is trying to apply pressure, but not got Marlon on the left following, so leaves Upamecano and Pavard just with enough time to do whatever they please. Musiala to Neuer, to Sule. Dortmund struggling to regain possession, and now it's Wolf on the ball. Can he make the most of this? Toliso's poor tackle just gets nowhere. Marlon heads it back, but no one there for it. Now it's Dortmund in possession with the ball bouncing up between both teams. Chan gets it to Bellingham. Wolf tries getting it back to Bellingham, but Bellingham already gone. So Gnabry to Muller. It's starting to get a bit sloppy, but Musiala's in possession. And Tolisso gets it across field to Pavard. Pavard's got time and space now. Coman's on the ball. Can he get it to Pavard out wide? Decides against and keeps the ball. Takes on Guerrero. Gets the cross in and Muller. Hummels nearly put that into his own net. Gets to the ball just ahead of Kerbal, and he nearly puts that into his own net, but it goes out for a corner. Very lucky there, Hummels. Very. That would have topped off a particularly bad day for Hummels. The corner comes in. Haaland heads it away. Only goes out wide though. This still could be a chance for Bayern Munich. So now Haaland is coming off. Okay. Now, yeah, he does not look happy about that. I guess Haaland wouldn't be happy about being substituted, especially when they need a goal. That's a controversial decision, to say the least. It looks like it's Rayner who's come on and Schultz who's come on. And silly offside there to concede. Benjamin Pavard being offside on that. So yeah, trying to think of some man of the matches. We're getting up to the 83rd minute. Now I have to start considering who could be man of the match in this one. It's a difficult one. Schultz now giving it away, and Coman does well to win the ball back. He's not got many options in front of him. And the scrappy ball ends up in the arms of Köbel. Yeah, I don't think any Bayern player is particularly impressed, so I'm finding it hard to do. A player of the match. So I'm just going to put up four options, maybe. I'd say Brandt, even if he only played 66 minutes. Marlon here to Bellingham. Bellingham running away from it. Coming up against Tolisso. Schultz gets it to Bellingham. Pavard just gets a foot in there. Bellingham nutmegging Tolisso, and the foul is given to Dortmund. 83 minutes here, and a free kick out wide. One for Royce to whip in. Dortmund, Royce getting ready to whip this one in. Goes close to the goalkeeper. Bellingham heads it over. He wasn't offside. There's a good chance there, and he actually had time to take that down if he wanted. The flag didn't go up, but VAR might have just given it offside. Millimeters offside. He probably had time to position himself and get a shot away promptly. That being said, the header's not that far over. Neuer plays it out to Benjamin Pavard, and Marlon just slowly applying the pressure. Coman got Gnabry in support, got Davies in support against a very exposed Dortmund defence at this point. Gnabry wriggles past Wolf. Royce manages to get the block from the pass there. Upfield there from Meunier, and no one's there to get on the end of that. Pavard. Lofted ball into Muller. Schultz applying pressure, lunges in, manages to win the ball. Scrappy bit of play, ends up with Sully with the ball at his feet. Will Haaland score another, says Dempsey. No, because he's been substituted. So, no. And Bellingham's just got a yellow card there for a tackle on Neuer. Barges into the goalkeeper, and that's a yellow, yes. So, to answer your question, Dempsey, no. And the pigeon's still bothering some parts of that pitch. That's Bellingham's 4th card of the season, and another one he's suspended, so got to think carefully about the next one he takes. Muller taking down the ball and almost just comes in storming behind. Bayern regain possession though. Pavard upfield. Coman gets onto it. Lewandowski's now got time to go up against those 4 defenders. Muller out wide. Releases it to Tolisso in the midfield. Tolisso's pass is poor, and Arminia manages to intercept it. Oh, and this is a bad tackle here from Lewandowski on Bellingham. This could be a really bad one. I think he goes in with studs there, and it looks nasty. The referee's got a yellow card out. And Lewandowski does get the yellow card. Ooh, that was nasty. Ever so slightly the studs were raised. Okay, so surprisingly he has decided to bring on Nianzou. Koeman's coming off, so change of system. Trying to defend the lead that Bayern Munich currently have. So what are Dortmund going to do with this free kick? Plays it to Chan. Muller's still trying to apply the pressure deep into Dortmund's half. Now it's Schultz. Gets it forward. Marlon here. He's got no options. Pavard is giving him no meters of space whatsoever. Akanji. Lewandowski closing him down. Hummels to Schultz. Forward to Marlon here, and looks like a foul from Tolisso, and the referee is giving it. Very unimpressed with Marlon in this game. He's not really added enough, and playing out on the left wing there. You know, you could question if that's really his position. And people voting, and everyone voting for Lewandowski. I'm going to disagree with that. I think it's Brandt. I think Brandt was brilliant, and you can see the difference in Dortmund going forward when he's not on the pitch. Gnabry here, just ahead of Chan. Can he get a decent chance here? No. Brings it back to Muller. Brings it back to Tolisso. Gnabry. Nianzou. And Nianzou looking to play in that midfield role, actually. Schultz on the ball here. In his own penalty box. Kerbal. And Pavard lets it go out for a throw. So just coming up to the 90-minute mark now. We'll see how many minutes of added time are put on at the end of this game. That looked like I disagree. There's these throw-ins that Pavard is doing and pushing the ball like that. It's a foul throw, and the ref's not giving it. I don't think refs give foul throws anyway, because usually they only give them when the arm is extended too far. And 10 minutes of added time. Whoa. Wow. That was longer than expected, right? And Marlon here, back to Schultz. So 10 minutes of added time. That was due to Brandt's injury, Hernandez's injury. So Dortmund have still got time to get something from this match. Royce. I could have also put in that list of man of the match Royce, because I think he's had an outstanding game, and defensively he's been there. Royce here. Boots it upfield. No chance there for Reina. No aerial dominance, unfortunately. Oh, so it's Teagues there. Sorry, not Reina. Teagues is coming. I saw that as an 11, so I misread that. Doesn't change anything. Reina's not even number 11. Akanji. Looking to find Schultz. Whacks it into him. Gets it to Chan. Nianzou gets it away. Nianzou, sorry, I keep saying Nianzou. Nianzou gets it away. Bellingham now on the ball. Can't turn properly with Tolisso down his throat. Akanji to Schultz. Chan. Just too light, and Nianzou can intercept. Pavard's pass is intercepted easily by Benjamin Pavard. Bit ambitious from Pavard, trying to play it through to Musiala there. And Hummels to Akanji. Not many options on here. Muller's shutting him down as well as he can. Kerbal to Hummels. To Meunier. And Hummels tries getting it upfield, but Marlon's got no one around him and can run with the ball now. He's got Davis come down. Wolf, can he get the cross in? He can. Marlon goes for overhead kick. And Dortmund players are claiming for a corner, but a goal kick has been given. Rose rightfully annoyed. Yeah, he's rightfully annoyed. That penalty, how has he not even checked it? Oh yeah, and Marlon doesn't even get a touch on that bicycle kick, and yet he doesn't give a corner. I think Dortmund can feel very aggrieved in this match. Decisions have not gone their way. Nianzou getting on the end of the bouncing header. Davies now trying to get past Wolf. A little 1-2 from Musiala and Tolisso there, and the ball is eventually given back to Dortmund. Bellingham does well again to dispossess Musiala, but then can't get past Tolisso. Gnabry to Tolisso now. Pavard. Muller. Patient play. Royce just nips in behind him and no communication. Nutmegs Pavard and taken out by Upamecano, and what a great little bit of play from Royce. Just completely takes out 3 Bayern Munich players, and so well. And yeah, I haven't put Royce in that list of man of the match, but I think I could have. He's been phenomenal today, just defensively as well, doing all the dirty work. A game like this could impact the title. Terrible clearance from Pavard, and Marlon's got on the end of the loose ball in the box. The shot is tame. The shot is really tame. Yeah, this does affect the title. Bayern go 4 points clear. It's unfortunate to say, but what can you say? Dortmund should have had a penalty. No two ways about it. And they've probably played better than Bayern in the second half. Wolf trying to get the ball through here to Hummels, and Meunier gets the ball. Nearly spilled by Neuer. So the two furthest players forward, Meunier and Hummels, in that period of play. And Dortmund are going for this. 5 minutes left still. Gnabry to Tolisso. Schultz manages to get the header ahead of Muller. Royce back to defend here against Muller. It goes out wide to Davies. Now he's just slowing it down. Wolf trying to come in. Skips past Wolf. Tries skipping past Akanji, but looked easier than it was. Sule. Good pass to Muller. Musiala to Muller. Lewandowski manages to win a free kick on the edge of the box, and that will be a yellow card for Akanji, certainly. It's clumsy. I'm not sure it's a yellow cardable offence though. Looked like it from what I saw firstly. So decent position here, right outside, just on the edge of the box. And it's the kind of position I'd like to see Musiala try his luck. I think it will be Lewandowski or Gnabry. Yeah, those are the two stepping over the ball. It'll be, by the looks of it, Lewandowski. And it's over the bar. Looking for a hat-trick in emphatic fashion. Schultz now. Really intense Bayern pressing, but they've got out of it. Royce, can he get it across field? He can. Meunier to get on this ball. Davis closing him down. Can he get around him? Struggling to. Still on the ball though. It comes back to Akanji. And Hummels. To Schultz. Marlon gets it to Schultz. Scruffy play there. Chan tries to win the ball, but Lewandowski gets there ahead of him. And starting to run out of time here for Dortmund. Havard throws it basically to Emre Can, and now Chan is back on the ball. It's Schultz across his paw. Nianzou does really badly there to block it, goes out for a corner. Royce to take the corner now, and only a minute and a half left of time. Can he make this count? The cross comes in, doesn't get beyond the first man, but outside the box, Schultz has got the ball, can't get out of his feet to get the shot away. And Tolisso looks like he's going to break now, run in on goal. Oh, and there's an empty net, I didn't even notice. And he puts it wide. Wow, okay. Oh, I didn't even see that. Kerbal went up for the corner, and Schultz loses it pretty tamely. He's looking around, and he puts it wide to Tolisso. That is funny. 1 minute left. Lewandowski, no pressure on him in Dortmund's half. Musiala, just trying to keep the ball. And Teagues does well to get the ball back, to tackle him. And they're going to go over to the corner and try play the game out. Muller with the throw to Musiala. Musiala trying to keep it in the corner here. And there's a goal kick. Thomas Muller is outraged for some reason. I don't think you're entitled to be livid given the way that this match has gone. Top speed. Alphonso Davies at 36.37 kilometers an hour. Fast. And it's over. It is over. Dortmund have failed yet again to beat Bayern Munich. And I'm disappointed. I've got to say I'm disappointed. Expected goals 2.74 for Bayern Munich, 1 for Dortmund. Yeah. What can you say? I don't really know at this point. I would feel very hard done if I were Dortmund. So it's ended 3-2, and we're just going to go over some of the match stats. There's the goals there, starting off with that goal from Julian Brandt in the 5th minute, then 9 minutes, Lewandowski pulled one back. Koeman put the Bavarians ahead just before half-time. Haaland didn't wait to bring them back in the game though, 48 minutes, and a great finish from Haaland out of nothing. And then penalty claim for Dortmund. I think it should have at least been reviewed, which it was not. I don't know how it wasn't reviewed by VAR. Anyway, the fact that Bayern Munich won on a penalty that was reviewed by VAR is one that's probably going to be difficult to stomach. It clearly was. Marco Rose got a red card in the end. 2 yellows led to that. And I thought Dortmund can take a lot from this game. I've seen games in the past where Bayern have won 4-2, for instance, and Dortmund just disintegrate into the second half. I thought the second half, Dortmund were by far the better team. They faded away. They started putting some sloppy passes together. But that being said, I still think they were the better team in that second half. The first half, they were absorbing pressure, and I think they defended it very well. Yeah, what can you say? So the stats say, 47% possession to Dortmund. If you look at the second half, they dominate possession with 53% possession. The total shots, Bayern Munich more than Dortmund, 17 to 12. I mean, a lot of shots from both. On target, 4 for Dortmund. On target, 6 for Bayern Munich. Some decent saves from Kobel made. The ones from Neuer were relatively simple. Not much for him to do in the game except those 2 goals that he couldn't do much about. Yeah, and if you look at big chances, Bayern Munich 3 to Dortmund's 2. You know, a 3-2 might seem fair when you look at the stats, but when you actually look at the outcome of the game, it's very unfortunate for Dortmund. Just that penalty shot mainly. And if we're going to take a look at what SofaScore has rated their top players, they've put Lewandowski in. That's for obvious reasons. You know, there's the 2 goals that make a difference. But they also put Haaland up here again, the goals. Bellingham's rated reasonably high. I think that also comes down to the fact that he got 2 assists, which is reasonable, you know. Coman, Muller, Sané also highly rated. Hernandez as well, which I found a bit surprising. I didn't think he was all that impressive. Yes, Upamecano looked completely out of sorts and out of place tonight. And that's worrying for Bayern Munich. You know, the centre-back pairing still don't look comfortable. Dortmund's don't, but that's been like that for 3 seasons. Hummels and Akanji just aren't good enough for a title-challenging side. Hummels particularly, you know, he gave away the handball for the penalty. He messed up for that first goal for Lewandowski. I think, you know, his misplaced pass and then couldn't clear the ball properly. I'd have given Brandt man of the match personally. I think he had a terrific game, and it was unfortunate that he had to be taken off with that head injury. You could see that Dortmund didn't have that sense of direction in the final third when Brandt came off. Brandt was connecting the strikers to the midfield, and he was getting into those spaces when Haaland and Royce were taking up those 2 centre-backs. He really posed questions of that Bayern Munich midfield and did so well. I think that was a key element to the game. So yeah, I thought for me Brandt was man of the match. Our community has voted for Lewandowski. We've got votes for Brandt as well with 10%. Some saying Bellingham as well was pretty immense. You know, he got those 2 assists, so that's a fair analysis. So yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Dortmund were hard done. Now they're 4 points behind Bayern Munich, and that's going to be a tough margin to recover from. Bayern Munich, usually when they get advantages, they don't give them up. They have once already this season, so it's unlikely that they'll do that again. Dortmund have some winnable fixtures. They have Bochum, Greuther, Hertha Berlin. Then it gets difficult in 2022 with Frankfurt and Freiburg. But still, you know, Dortmund should be hoping to go on a run, particularly against the likes of Bochum, Greuther and Hertha. They would want to improve their goal difference, which is, I mean, not the worst to say the least, but they could try catching up some of that handicap on Bayern Munich already. Bayern Munich, their upcoming fixtures, they've got Mainz at home, Stuttgart away, Wolfsburg at home, Mönchengladbach at the beginning of 2022. And the same could be said for Bayern Munich. They've got winnable fixtures until the end of the year, and Mönchengladbach becomes a bit more difficult just because Mönchengladbach tend to up their game against Bayern Munich. So yeah, it's hard to see the title race still going on for quite... It's still hard to see it going on until 2022 or the end of 2022, so... I just think it's unfortunate. Dortmund deserved at least a point in this match, and I'm very disappointed for them. Just have a glaze over the comments. None new ones so far. So that is where I will end it. And thank you for everyone who's taken part in the comments. And it's been good as always. Lewandowski is our man of the match. We'll have to give it to him. 3-2 to Bayern in the end, and the title is theirs to lose. Thank you again. I've been Seb. It's been fun. Take care. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye now.